Hey guys, welcome back. Well, it's time to get in the meat and potatoes of this thing. That means the engine, the transmission, the rear end, and the gas tank need to come out. The first thing I'm going to need to do is climb up under here, take out the drive shaft, and unbolt the transmission cross member. I probably need to take a look, see if there's any linkage or lines, gas lines, compressor lines, anything that's running under there. Unhook that stuff too. So I'm ready to tear into it. Let's get at it. Yeah, spider exact in my mouth. Oh man, finally got it. Well, I think that's salvageable. And nothing a grinder can't take care of. I did talk to Santa. He said he's seen my welds. He's definitely getting me a grinder for Christmas. Yeah, we can make this work. All right, before we get any further, I want to go ahead and see if I can't break these drums loose. They've been soaking in this blaster PB penetrating catalyst, powerful rust penetrating catalyst, #1 selling penetrate. Seems to have worked on everything else that I've used it on, so we'll give this a shot. But it's been soaking for a minute. I've got this drum puller that my buddy let me borrow, so we're gonna give this a try, see how it works. Never used one before, but it's got to be better than a hammer. Man, half an hour later, I feel like I'm closer than I've been. It just does not want to come off. I don't know what the deal is here. Man, it just does not want to come off. I feel like I'm going to get an education today. Yeah. I need some new ones. Alright, one down. Just the other side to go. And then the two front ones. Check that out. That's a good sign. That's a very good sign. Alright, on to the other side. Hopefully this side goes a little bit smoother. Please go smooth. Please go smooth. Pop right off. Pop. Oh, there it goes. Took a minute, but I think I got it. Yeah, might need to be replaced. Well, now that I got these drums and the drive shaft out, I am comfortable taking this rear end out. But first, I just want to go ahead and move to the engine. So I'll get this hoist hooked up, but I want to get this thing out of here. I want to take a look at this damage. This has really been on my mind, so I want to go ahead and get that done as quick as possible. So I'm up under here, unbolting the transmission from the cross member right here. I just wanted to bring you along, let you see what I get to look at while up under here. I got 4 more bolts, 2 over here, 2 over here, get this cross member out, but there's a bunch of linkage back over here. But it's pretty corroded. It looks pretty bad. But we will make it new again, piece by piece. Got the engine hoist hooked up, but I need to go ahead and remove this fan first. There we go. So I've got the transmission unhooked. I've got the cross member out. All I need to do is take out these motor mounts. I've got a couple hoses here. I got to take out the power steering hose and then check a couple things, and then we'll be ready to get this thing out. I think I have all the lines and everything unhooked. Power steering, fuel lines, all that stuff. Linkage is unhooked. Starter is unhooked. I think that's about it. Transmission lines are unhooked. So everything should be good to go. We should be able to pull this out now. I got the cross member dropped. Engine, transmission sitting a little funny, so should be able to do this. It'd probably be really wise to get some of those fender mats so I don't screw up these fenders any more than they already are. They're in pristine condition already, so. But maybe Santa's watching. Carol! Well, here goes nothing. Oh yeah, it's loose. Oh, loose, baby. Well, there we have it. Engine's out. We'll take a good look at it here in a minute. It's like wrestling an alligator, I'll tell you what. Well, there you have it. After wrestling that grizzly bear, finally got it out. But man, there is a mess. And I have got to get under here and clean this out. I know somebody who wouldn't like to know that her garage looks like Murder, She Wrote. All right, got the motor out, sitting on the ground right now. I need to go get a tire for it, but now we can see the engine compartment. You can see that there is quite a bit of stuff to do here. We're gonna have to make this great again. Need a new battery tray. But yeah, all this stuff's gonna have to come out. You know, I'll rework the heater core, the blower. I would like to put in a new master cylinder. We're gonna have to get all this cleaned up. This probably, I mean, it functions really well still, just probably need to get it cleaned up. Gonna have to replace the bushings, and you know, you can see that the bushings here are cracked, and all this stuff's gonna have to be reworked. But yeah, one piece at a time. So this is my biggest concern right now. We're just gonna have to take a look at this. I think this is the number 5 cylinder, but I need to get a wrench on this crank over here and get these pistons turning, see if I can't turn them. I should probably go ahead and fill these cylinders up with some ATF or something, just let it leak down and lube it up a little bit. And take a look at this cylinder, see what the damage is. A lot of you guys probably haven't seen this. Yeah, this is my rat rod that I built. 41 GMC cab on a 29 Nash frame. It's pretty much custom, but this is what I started with. There's a playlist on the channel. You guys can go ahead and check it out, but there it is. 351 Windsor motor, the C4 transmission, 8.8 inch rear end in the back. I think it's got 372 gears, something like that. But yeah, if you're interested, go check out that playlist. All right, guys, this is it. I have some ATF in here that I put in here last night just to kind of soak in, hopefully lube up these pistons so we can get them moving today. So it's been, I guess, about 16 or 17 hours that it's been sitting like this. So hopefully this will work. All right, here goes nothing. You have got to be kidding me. Oh man. All right. You totally lucked out there. I cannot believe I got this thing spinning. I thought for sure it was all locked up. Trying to look down in the cylinder to see if there's any damage from that broken valve. There's no way. There is no way. Go ahead, get in here, take a look at this. So you can see that's the number 5 piston, number 5 cylinder. You can see all the damage on top of the piston, but there is no damage on that cylinder wall that I can see. And granted, I'm going to have to clean it out a little bit better. I mean, it's pretty much as well as I can get it right now, but there is no damage that I can see whatsoever on that cylinder wall, and I just can't believe it. You can see clearly where that valve striking the top of the piston down close, you know, down into the right, close to the cylinder wall, and there is just nothing there. I am shocked. Man, how lucky can you get? So I'm going to go ahead and take a few minutes and inspect all these cylinders, make sure everything looks good. Rotate it around a little bit more. And then we'll go ahead and take this transmission loose and throw this up on the engine stand and take a better look at it. Okay. Here, wait. Oh wow. That's something different. Okay, with any luck, should just be able to hit this bell housing a couple times and it should just come right off, right? Let's see. Oh, there's actually one more bolt that I didn't see because there's 16 inches of dirt. I have had this tool most of my life. I don't know why, I never used it for anything. I've just always carried it with me, but it is going to come in handy today. There it goes. This side still doesn't want to break loose. Well, there it is. Definitely got to take it to the transmission shop now. Well, folks, since wrestling with that engine, finally getting it out, getting the transmission separated, engine's on the engine stand sitting over there, so we're going to leave that be for now. We'll get back to it later. But it's been a long week, and I need to go ahead and get this rear end out, take a good look at it, make sure it's functioning properly. Probably change the gear oil in it and everything. We'll get back to the engine and transmission later, but right now I need to get this done. I'm going to take these shocks out, or at least get them unbolted, but we're going to use the impact for this because hopefully it'll be a little bit quicker. come off, of course. So I've got some options. Alright, this PB Blaster stuff seems to work pretty good, so we're going to soak this stuff for a second. Get the other side too. I'll go ahead and get these leaf springs while I'm at it. Alright, here we go. We'll go ahead and take these U-bolts off. We can make those new again, that's not a problem at all. One more time. Might need some new leaf springs. There we go. I need to take this off anyway. That's what the problem was the whole time. Well, because the nuts are stripped, and obviously I need new leaf springs anyway, it only makes sense to do this the easy way. Ta-da! Let's get this rear end out of here. Well, there you have it, guys. That's the engine, the transmission, the drive shaft, and the rear end out. I'm going to do a little bit of work behind the scenes to get these leaf springs off. As you saw, definitely going to need some new ones, as well as the shocks. But as some of you were saying, that box in the trunk, the vent box in the trunk, is an aftermarket thing, and at this point I'm going to tend to agree. It's currently blocking the shock mounts, so I'm not able to get those off. I'm going to actually have to take that box out first. So just a few things before we leave it here. As of this recording, Christmas is 2 days away. So I'm going to take some time and spend with my family and friends and have a good Christmas and hopefully a safe New Year. And I wish you guys the same. Have a very Merry Christmas and a very safe New Year. Also, I want to remind you about the poll that should be up and live right now. If you go to the channel in the community tab, there should be a poll with the best top 4 or 5 names that you guys submitted to name this project. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all the suggestions. Most of them were really, really good. We had a couple that fell really short, but most of them were great. I loved all of them, so thank you very much. But as you understand, I had to narrow them down to the top 4 or 5. So please go to the community tab, vote for the best name so that we can get this thing named and crown a winner. So the winner of the contest is going to receive a die-cast car, 1959 Thunderbird, as well as a Walker Custom Garage sticker, and maybe even a personalized letter. So please go down to the polling section and cast your vote. So in the meantime, I have a lot of parts to order. I've got to break down this engine. I've got to clean up the transmission. I've got to look at the rear end, make sure it's okay. I'm going to need to end up taking the engine into the shop, drop it off as well as the transmission, have them look at it real close, make sure it's viable for this build. And but we'll bring you guys along when we get to it. That's going to free me up to get started on a lot of this body work, be able to make the patch panels, start doing some sanding, grinding, you know, whatever needs to be done. Still have to take out the windows, all the chrome, that stuff. Need to deal with the engine compartment as well. So still have a lot to do, but we'll get to it. Again, I just want to thank you guys for all your support, all the comments and everything. Like, subscribe, be sure to vote. Have a very Merry Christmas and a very safe New Year, and we'll see you in the next one.